Hello everyone. Today we are going through constructor topic quickly. Remember, these videos are to do revision of a constructor topic. You can visit my detailed video on constructor. I'm going to post link in description. That will be a classroom video. Let's come back to constructor now. I'm going to elaborate every point which I am discussing here. All these points will be very important. Constructor is a special method whose name is same as that of class name. You can see here in example. Class A having a constructor with name A. How constructor looks like? It looks like a method with the same name. You can observe here there is no return type. Constructor should not have any return type, not even void. You cannot specify the return type for a constructor. But if you do specify, then it will be treated as a normal method. You can see in this example. What I wrote here, I have class A, one constructor I have, and one method. Now what is the method name here? You can observe, it's the same as that of constructor. It is same as that of constructor. As I gave return type to it, that is void, this is a method, which is very much possible, You can give return type to a method having same name as that of class name, but that is considered as an ordinary method. Constructor will be invoked by JVM automatically whenever you create the object. You see here, I have class A with constructor and some code is there inside constructor. If you do AA new A, what will happen? Automatically the code inside constructor will get invoked. If you print your name over there, it will get printed. Automatically that's done. We don't need to do anything extra. Next point, you can call constructors through various methods. Various ways are there to call a constructor. In complete Java, I have consolidated those ways. Number one, AA new A, super call to constructor, this call to constructor. These super and these will be discussed in different topics, different videos again. Another way is class.forName, where I pass fully qualified class name com.jbk.a, which is com.jbk is a package. We generally write jbk, that's Java by Kiran, so that's a jbk short form. com.jbk.new instance. New instance is a method which is used for invoking a constructor. Class.forName is only loading a class. So these are the 5 ways you can call a constructor. Then coming back to more points, constructor can be overloaded. You can write other constructor by changing the arguments. You might have heard method overloading. It's a kind of. See here in this example what you see. Class A with 2 constructors. One without argument and one with argument. Both are possible. You can have n number of constructors like that. Just change the parameters. Whenever it has been invoked while creating object, you need to pass arguments over there. Constructors cannot be overridden. If you try to override, it gives an error. You can see in this example. I have class A and class B. Class B is a subclass of class A. Class A have constructor. Class B also I have written same constructor. But it is not treated as a constructor over there. It is treated as a method. That's why it is giving an error. So finally you can remember constructor cannot be overridden. You can apply any access specifier to constructor. Any access specifier. If private is applied to constructor, then we cannot create an object outside of a class. If somebody says, if they want to create a class and no one should instantiate it, then you can say that your class constructor must be private. Mostly, remember guys, this is very important. Mostly private constructors are used in singleton design pattern. Whenever we are implementing singleton design pattern, there we need to have a constructor as a private. What is the use of constructor? You can say, if any code needs to be executed at the object creation time, then we can write that code inside a constructor and it will get invoked whenever somebody creates an object. Generally, One more use, generally you should be remembering, constructors are used for initialization of global variables. If you initialize them at the global level, at the time of object creation, then you can use those variables across a class. Here you can see I have a package and there is a class called greeting message. With one variable, greeting message equals to hello, then username equal to guest. Remember this business use case, you may use this same business case in your interviews. Then I have a constructor with greeting message. That is a default constructor, I can say. What does default constructor means? No arguments. Another constructor I have with two arguments. One greeting message and another is name. But you can see here in this constructor what I did. Both global variables are initialized there. But whoever will be calling to this class, they have to send these two parameters. And I have two methods here. One, get email text, another get SMS text, where person is sending me message. But person is not sending me greeting message. Remember, how they are sending greeting message to me? Through a constructor. Through a constructor. Means, as soon they send, in constructor, I am initializing them. And here what is happening? One message also I am getting, and I am creating here complete message. You can see here, greeting message plus, that is concatenation, and email message. Similarly for SMS text, only message I am getting, which I am concatenating with the username and the greeting message. Both are initialized through a constructor. So finally, or with the summary, what I can say with this business use case, I have reduced effort of my customers. If there would have not been a constructor, what they might have faced? In both methods, they needed to send you greeting message as well as username. Unnecessarily, they are coming, keep sending you both username, guest name, and this greeting message and email message. In the second method also, they will send you greeting message, then greeting username, and then SMS message. If there is no constructor, what will happen? We need to send parameters again and again inside the method. Same parameters you keep sending. That's the problem. Earlier, I already shown you business use case where greeting message and username was initialized. One more thing you should remember about constructor. This internal thing. It might help you in interviews. If I write a class like this, class A having one variable, int x equal to 10, and I compile it. What will happen? Bytecode generated. This is basic Java flow. Running a Java class means you need to create first bytecode and then you need to run it. Now, bytecode I opened through a decompiler. And you can see what I see there. Having constructor automatically put. So remember guys, constructor will be put by JVM automatically at the compile time. Next, what does automatically happen again? Here, int x equal to 10 I wrote, that is been initialized automatically inside a constructor. And one variable is their int x. So this thing, class A, int x, constructor x equal to 10, happened automatically. I didn't do anything. So Java itself is doing initialization of a global variables. I didn't do anything here. I just wrote int x equal to 10. But Java, how they are initializing variable? By using a constructors. There are many interview questions in a constructor. As you all know, in this complete series of revision of every topic, what I am helping you all to cover interview questions so that your preparation will be easy. You can revise before giving an interview. You don't need to go through complete detailed topic of any of the subject. Let's say constructor, you just go through my video, you can understand many things. Now first interview question comes is, what will happen if we don't write any constructor in class? Nothing will happen. Answer is nothing will happen. JVM puts that automatically. Can we have private constructor? Answer is yes. Where it is used? In singleton design pattern. Why it is used? Because we don't want people to create object of our class. Why people don't want to create object of our class? Because we might have static methods. Static methods can be called directly through a class name. They don't need to go through an object creation process. Can we have constructor as a final? Yes, obviously we can have. No, that's wrong. We cannot have constructor as a final. Can we have constructor as a static? No, we cannot. What all things that we can write inside a constructor? We can write anything. Anything we can write. Anything. Any valid Java code we can write inside a constructor. You can read more about this in jpktutorials.com. You can test yourself on jpktest.com. Call us to join our classes on this number. You can see this number on screen. For more detail about our online as well as classroom classes, visit www.javakiran.com. Please give us comments. If you did not like this video or if you like this video, please share your feedback to us. We are welcoming that. We'll try to improve on it. We'll make more and more material if you give us encouragement. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for supporting us. Please subscribe my channel to get more and more videos like this. Thank you.